Right, so this is exciting, getting ready to cook you an amazing meal. Just brilliant. So here we go, in the freezer. And we have our mate, Bob, the brown crab. So we put him in the freezer and that just effectively puts him to sleep. So he's just in None Eyes land. And now we are going to fill up the big pot with water. We're going to get that boiling, and then we'll bring out Bob and we'll kill him humanely and then immediately put him in to cook him. So Bob came out of the water today. So we have one lovely fresh brown crab, and we're going to cook him, then we're going to extract the meat, and then I'm going to prepare it and put it in 2 baked potatoes, and we're going to have it with tomato, onion, tiny bit of mustard and some mayonnaise. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Not quite sure your better half will want this. We'll see. Anyway, here we go. Right, potatoes, we can't get simpler. We're just going to take 3 medium-sized potatoes. All right, there we go. And we are going to put those in the oven. It's that great fry pan I got. And we're going to go on off on the oven. Hot air is just perfect temperature, one at 180, and we start. All right, so there are the effectively what are going to be baked potatoes on their way. Got the induction hob on, 9 in the middle there, starting to heat up. Okay, so what are the other ingredients we need? Right, we need some diced up tomato, some diced up red onion, cheese, bit of sour cream, mayonnaise, mustard, and a screwdriver. All right, we'll come to the screwdriver later, but that's all about killing the crab humanely. So we get all that ready. We've got the potatoes roasting nicely. And then a little later on, we'll add the tomato, the onion. The cheese will go on afterwards when we cut open the potatoes, sour cream, and the crab meat will get mixed with the mayonnaise and a tiny wee bit of mustard. It's going to be magic. Okay, so here's our brown crab, and basically to humanely kill it, we need to just lift this up here, and we push the screwdriver down through this hole, wiggle it around. That's not good for it. And then we go in through the mouth here, and we do the same thing. Once you get the joining of the two, we have a dead crab. So freeze it, it just puts it to sleep, and then stab it through here, gets the nerves, and then through the mouth into where those nerves are as well. Alright, once that's done, we've got the pot boiling over here. So we're going to put the crab in there and cook for 20 minutes. I know it seems tough, but at the end of the day, it's food, isn't it? And that's what you got to do. Right, this is the tricky bit. So now the crab is cooked. No issues there. Here she goes. And what we've got to do is take the crab out, and then we're going to use the pot that we cooked the crab in to put all the shells in. So here we go. Right, we'll get rid of that water. Righto, there's our cooked crab. We have got the potatoes going nicely, we've got the onions in there and the tomatoes just starting to roast a little bit. Just turn that down a little bit. And we're going to let this guy cool off so that we can handle him, and then we're going to get the crab meat out. Alright, so what we do is take and break the apron, this here, off the front. And you get your finger down in the back here, and we break the back shell off. It's often not easy to do, but not easy to do at all. Big spoon. Break the shell off, not supposed to do that. There we go, it's coming away, but not easy to do, that's for sure. Got a technique to this, obviously I haven't got it. Right, now these round here are all the gills. We don't want those. They taste like bird feathers. So there ain't nothing you can do to those to make them taste nice. So we get rid of all those. We've got to break the mouth off. Here it is there. It goes in. Alright, we take the, just rotate the front claws off. Alright, we're just going to put those in there, and put him in there, and then we're going to get rid of all the stuff over the side of the boat. Alright, we'll bring this guy out. Now, we're going to start getting down to the meat. Right, so the first thing we want to do is cut the crab right through like that, and then we cut through so that we end up with about 2 legs on each side. There we go there, and here we go there. Now we can get down to the crab meat. So here's our bowl. We get our screwdriver that we use to kill the crab with, and we take the meat out. And as we're taking the meat out, we just want to make sure that we've got no shells, no guts in there, but definitely this is the best way to take it out. There's a bit of a shell there, see, and a shell there, so get that away on all the meat. Alright, that goes in there. Legs are just too much work, to be honest. Don't want any shell in there, it just spoils it completely. And you can see you actually don't get an awful lot of meat out of each crab. I'm sure you get better at getting it out, but in the end there is not a lot of crab. But what's in there is simply beautiful. So that's why you basically cook it with other stuff as well. There's meat there. But screwdriver, if you haven't got the implements that are recommended for it are definitely the best thing to have. Last quarter now. I mean, it's messy. You know, there's no two ways about that. There's the gills, we don't want those. Right, now we bring our claws out because there's a bit of meat in there. Now, the claws, the meat in here is not the best. So what we want to do is take that off. Take that off. And then we should be able to use this just to push the meat out through here. There you go, look. There's some good crab meat there. That's some of the best meat. Out the end of the leg there. If you really want to pick it, you can get a bit more, you know. There we go. Alright, I didn't get that out of there, so I'll get that out of there too. Right. Look at that, people. That is all the crab meat we are going to get out of that crab. Now, some people might say, Mark, you did an atrocious job of that, but that was the first time I've ever done that. So there is the crab meat that we've got out of that whole brown crab. I mean, part of me just feels like it's almost criminal, if I'm honest. You got something that, I don't know how old it is to get to this size. It's a reasonable size. I mean, let's say the people that take it out even got twice that amount of meat. But seems a bit sad, eh? Anyway, there we go. There is our crab meat for tonight's dinner. Turn the oven off. Now, a little bit of mayonnaise. Tiny wee bit of mustard. Just a bit, just to give it that bit of flavour. And we'll get a little bit of pepper. Right, just get the spoon in there, mix it all up. Alright, here we go, the 3 potatoes. Some onion, which we're going to mix in with the crab a bit. And put the rest of it just on the plate. Tomatoes. Oh, you can't beat tomatoes roasted in a pan. Put those on there. Put them in with the crab. Alright, we're just going to slice open our potatoes. Give them a wee squeeze, like that. Wee squeeze. A little bit of sour cream on each one. Not too much. Put the cheese over the potatoes. There we go. And then the coup de grace is turn it around. The brown crab with mayonnaise, pepper, a little bit of mustard, some roasted onion and roasted tomatoes. There we go, blokes, cook on boats. Probably a dish for us, not for the better half. But at the end of the day, it came from the sea. It's fresh, caught today, cooked today, and eaten today. Let's have a look. If that ain't a bloke dish, nothing's a bloke dish. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Jody. Really appreciate it. Get into it, boys. Bit of fresh crab, away you go. Away you go.